Thanks for tuning into the Conscious Hour, and this is a Conscious Hour wake-up call. Netanyahu, the continuing war, how do we get out of this? And the one thing that's really, really important is why are we always in constant wars? I just did a calculation. If you took the Vietnam War and went forward to current day, not current day, the last year, we've spent $9.4 trillion on wars. That's just the cost of the war. That's not the after effect from the wars, the rebuilding and maintaining and keeping our soldiers alive and all of those other costs. 9.4 trillion we've spent. What if we spent that money at home? The other thing we learned is that Israel is real and they control us. They control our Congress, 97%. And then look at you, the American public. What do we get? We get nothing. Infrastructure failing, the markets are having a hard time unless you're investing in the markets and you're making money like the uber rich are, because they're moving the stock market up and down and making money. So let's listen to this real closely. This is Professor Jeffrey Sachs, and he's a straight shooter, and he's 100% accurate. So listen to this one here. And please share this because it's really important, folks, where we're headed and what we can do to prevent this constant mistake that we make of always having constant wars. We're done with it, unless, of course, we have World War III, and then it just ends everything.
He wanted to say anything. He could say, I made the greatest victory in the history of the universe because I am God, and we're going home. I don't care. Who cares what he says? We're in a clown act right now. Sorry.
Yeah, we are. We're not going to get serious, mature behavior out of him unless he has a hook on which to hang that victory hat.
He can say whatever he wants. He's actually pretty good at saying whatever he wants. But there's no other thing to do. And this is the most basic point. Yeah. And when he says, by the way, I don't care about the midterms. Okay. If you don't, basically what you're saying is you don't care at all about the American people, which right. I think is pretty close to being true, and why his approval rating is down to 34% and the disapproval rating up to 60%. No, he doesn't care about this. By the way, there is a whole group.
And then let's hold that little comment too and think about this Congress. What have they done for you? You re-elect your congressional representative. Well, I'm just going to vote a Republican. I'm going to vote a Democrat. And you forgot something. They haven't made your life any better. They got you squashed in this little brain of yours. I'm a right brain person. I'm a Republican. I'm a Democrat. No. We're done with all of that. That was the game of division. Now it's the game of unification, and it's we the people. Because we have an opportunity right now with Trump and all his things that are happening, and Congress, who's been totally exposed, be funding this genocide forever and covering up the genocide forever. We the people, we don't want any more wars. We don't want you lying to us. We don't want you spending our tax dollars overseas so corporations can make profits. Look at Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff. They're the negotiators for peace. They're two real estate developers. Hello, wake up, folks. Two real estate developers are making the peace agreements? What the hell? Yeah, it's called gangster capitalism. We have the mafia that took over the White House. And don't get twisted, it's a Republican, Democrat, it's a mafia. And they just keep this perpetuation of war, except Trump has done us a favor. He's exposed everything, which is good. He's been pulled back and forth trying to figure out how to save this thing, and he knows the game's ugly, and he also knows that he's part of the pedophile, and he's worried about that. But we have an opportunity to stop this.
Of Americans that don't care about the American people. Silicon Valley, tech titans are testing their weapons. They probably like this war well enough because they're doing their AI testing and surveillance and showing how their systems work. And, you know, of course, we have the Israel lobby and all the rest. It's just interesting. The American people are sick of all of this.
But in one respect, Professor Sack,
he was talking about the high-tech weaponry they have now. They get surveillance of everything. Yeah, you know, these flock cameras. Well, some states, like Washington State, said, nope, you got to take them out. Other states have said, nope, you got to take them out. They have these cameras that they've set up all over the United States so they can watch you. What? Yeah. They're called flock cameras. And they just watch, they record everything, cars, everything. They take all this information. And we're going, wait a second, why is private corporations harvesting all of this data? What's the AI data centers are about? Why do they need these massive data centers? Well, there's a reason. Because if they want to go to a total surveillance state, and why are they just bought 21 warehouses that are huge for concentration camps and incinerators? I'm not going down this daisy chain for fun, folks. I'm looking at all the little pieces of the puzzle that's coming to get you. They believe there's too many people in the world. They believe, I'm saying they as the zebras, they believe that they want to control the world. And they are very concerned that they won't be able to achieve that mission. Because why? Because the rest of the world has stood up and said no. Because Iran and its allies have said, okay, you want to play the game? We will play the game until you're gone. Gone. Yeah, Zippo, right off the face of the map. Israel is only the size of New Jersey. And so we either come to our senses and say, hey, government, U.S. government, pull out. Don't support Israel at all. Let Israel do whatever it wants. Do not spend any more money, any more time. What's Netanyahu going to do? Kill you? I mean, you know, Donald, you're not going to be around long anyways. Your health is terrible. He's going to kill all the people that are going against him? No, he'll be isolated. And then maybe we can get back onto one road. How about peace on earth? How about we all work together as sovereign nations? How about we stop gangster capitalism so a few people can try to control the world? They already have enough money. They have so much money they can't even spend. There's hundreds of billionaires, and there's even a trillionaire now, but there's people that are real close to becoming trillionaires. What are they going to do with all the money? Where are they going to spend it? So let's create a world that works on behalf of all people. This is the Conscious Hour, folks. Spread, share, like, talk about this video, use your parts of it, broadcast it out there, do whatever you got to do, but get out there and get loud, vocal, call your congressional representatives. Tell them, no more, November, adios, we're done with you. You've been ripping us off, and just remember the numbers, $9.4 trillion we spent on wars overseas, but we didn't look at the other side of the books as how much profit did the corporations make. Yeah. It's the Conscious Hour, folks. Hit the like and share button. Please donate to the 501c3. Thanks so much.